Hi there and welcome into my channel. I'm in today with just another wee make. For the last couple of years I was making these notebooks. This is a Halloween one that's here. I don't sell my crafts. I tend to give them away and I give a lot of them to different charities and stuff. And they tell me what sells or what goes and what doesn't. So I made this one last year, but I didn't give it in. You can see can you see? Yep. There's loads of dimension, there's loads of flags, washi tapes, bits and pieces, clips. You know, that's a rosette under there, beasties and things. And it's just a plain, it's like an artist's quality because that's thick paper. So I make them in all different styles. I made that one. I've made a moon one. Don't lose hope, because when the sun goes down the stars come out, and that's got glow in the dark embossing on it and some stars and stuff. And on the other side, only in the darkness can you see the stars. And that's a big topper that I put on them. That doesn't come in that paper, but that paper's like that. All the stars are all added, so I've done that one. And this was the very first one I done several years ago. In fact, it was when these first came out. They were paper boutique. Butterfly wishes and kisses or something like that. Best wishes and butterfly kisses. So I have made a few. And last year I gave quite a few to my friend who got rid of them for charity. So I was messing around today and making one, and I thought I would come on and show you me building it up. Now, we've all got these paper packs. This is an Echo Park paper pack, and I've had this for years, maybe 4 or 5 years anyway. But we've all got these bits, loads and loads of bits. And what do you do with all the wee bits? Normally I put them in the bin, to my shame. But when I'm paying £20 for a paper pack, I want to use it all, and I don't put the wee bits in the bin. So I do keep a hold of them, and this is just a wee way that you can use them. Right, first thing I done was I just lined, because this is craft, it's craft card, these pads. So I took the front cover off and I just covered it in black card. That's Linda Chapman card. And I took a load of those strips and I cut them up. I cut them, this one's been punched on the side. Now I've got this one, I can do it either ways. I've got punches on them, and I could put it on that way and put my topper on, or different things. But I'm going to put this one this way because I want all the different colours. Where is my black thing? I don't know if I've got enough left on this one. I'll give it a go. I'm going to put some black ink around it. It's absolutely roasting here today. September, and it's warmer today than it has been in the summer. Right, so I've loaded them up. I'm going to put a bit of black inking just round the edge of it, just to go with the Halloween theme. You don't want everything all shiny new for Halloween, and your blending for Halloween doesn't need to be perfect. It's actually better looking if it's bitty, you know, get bits here and bits there, more colour in places than others. That was just the black suit distress ink pad. So as I said, I've layered these 3 up and I'm going to put it on here. But as you can see by my other orange one, my other Halloween one, I like dimension on them. I like different layers, different feelings. So I've got a piece of lace here, and I'm going to put a bit of red line tape down the back of this, and I'm going to stick that onto there first before I stick it onto the pad. So just pulling it down, and I'll cut it off. So as I said, apparently these have went really well. I used to do them and hand them into the school as well, and the school would sell them at their bringing by and Christmas fairs, things like that, you know. So they seem to do okay. And for a little outlay, well, it's a little outlay if you've got all these bits and pieces. They seem to be a good earner. Right, okay. Some nice sharp scissors. Trim that along there. And then I'm going to melt it so as it doesn't unravel. And this side as well. Okay. Right, so now I'm going to stick that on here. I think I'll put a strip of this and some glue. You always use tape for just now and wet glue forever. That's my rule of thumb anyway. Right, and I'm lining it up along the bottom. So there we go. I've made a couple of toppers here. I've got a wee witchy one. When witches go riding and black cats are seen, 'tis near Halloween. And I've put some crystal lacquer on the cat's wee eyes, and it's not fully dried yet. And I've put some sparkle on the wee stars and on her broomstick and stuff. So that's there. I've made a wee flag that I'm going to put down there. And you can see these paper pads are double-sided. It was a good paper pad, don't get me wrong. Echo Park is really good. I like Echo Park things, but they are expensive in the UK. Again, that's just a different wee layer. I've got some of these bottle caps that I made a couple of years ago. Look back on my videos and you'll see how I've done them. If you want another tutorial, let me know. So I've made a silver one of those, and it's just got a bat and a cross, RIP, and a spider's web. And I thought the spider's webs went well with that, so I'm going to stick that there. I'm going to use... I'll use crystal greys, I think, to stick that. Crystal glaze sticks everything. Well, I've no seen it's no stick anything. And I'm not wanting to get my hot glue gun out just for that. Okay, so I'm sticking that on there. And that will take a while to dry, so I should have probably left that to last, but hey ho, we're going to go with it. What else have I got? I've got a paper clip here that I made. I used to make these paper clips all the time as well. And I want to reflect this fishtail, and I'm just going to show you how I done it. You've probably seen this, but for those of you that haven't, you just roughly cut up the middle of your paper, and then you come from the corner to the top of your wee cut. Okay, the corner to the top of your wee cut, and that will give you a fishtail. And obviously it's no inked because I've cut the ink bit off, so I'm just going to use my brush with what's on it and ink that up. And that is going to stick onto the card. Onto the front cover, sorry. Over there. And I'll maybe put Happy Halloween or something on there. Right, I need some foam. As I say, I'll put this topper on. I'm going to put it there. I don't really need to worry about sticking it onto the ribbon. I could do if I wanted to, but I'm not bothered about it. I'm going to use some of this foam and put it here. And this foam is really sticky and it does make a mess of my scissors, so I tend to just pull it off rather than cutting it. And some wet glue for ever. I'm going to go for that kind of in the middle. Straighten that up a wee bit. I'll put that there like that. There we go. Careful not to squash down my cat's eyes, as I said. They'll not be fully dry yet. I've got a spooky here. I'll put that to the side there like that a wee bit. And again, I think I'll use some foam on that. Get fibres on it. Off. You can see, look, it's sticking to my fingers and making a mess. It's really sticky, that tape, and I don't even remember where I bought it. Had it for ages. I haven't really been doing a lot of crafting this year. I have been crafting, obviously, but not as much as I used to. And I've certainly not been videoing it, but hey ho, we'll try and get into it again. I've been doing quite a bit of knitting. I made a load of hats and infinity scarves and things last year. And I donated a load to the children's neonatal unit. Tiny preemie baby hats and things. I've got another load there ready to go. So if you want to see the knitting I use a machine to do, give me a wee, drop me a message, drop me a line, and I'll show you what I've made. I'll maybe do a tutorial on that if you want to see it. Right, that's the main bit. Actually, I think I'm going to put a wee bit of foam after the ribbon just to hold that down. And the back here. It's always the way, you change your mind and then you kind of get into it. Yeah. And that'll hold that down a wee bit better. There we go. Right, that's the main bones of the book done. But I've got loads of things here. I just go to the pound shop. I think these were the pound shop of the range. They might even have been Home Bargains, I'm not sure. And it's spiders. And I use a load of these things in my crafts. I use them in my headbands and stuff. See, it's just a wee kind of plasticky one. But they're good for sticking on and giving a bit of dimension. In my tub here, I have bones, skulls, bats. And my moisture things, I always have them. These were some tassels that I made myself, but these are purple. And the colours are mostly orange in this one, so I'm going to try and stick with orange. But there's a spider. I could use a spider because I've got spider's webs there. So I'll lift out a spider. These boxes are fantastic. These are from the pound shop, these boxes. And they hold such a lot of stuff. Skulls, I don't want skulls. I've got gems, I'll take out some gems. And here's the black tassels. I think that's going to be too dark actually. And I've got white. And I've got loads of wee tiny ants and spiders, so I'll lift out a couple of them. Hundreds of buttons. Oh, maybe I'll take a wee witch's hat, put it on there, I think. These are all buttons and stuff, pumpkins. That's an eraser. And skulls. But they'll go on when I'm doing skulls. This is spiders today. So I think that's all I'm going to use. And that roughly is my process. I just get the papers. I usually always start with the papers, a rough idea, you know, whether I want a card or a notebook or whatever. There's always an idea there. I'm going to move this up to nearly the top and give me room to stick a spider on. Right, as I said, I get an idea. Then next is my papers, what I want to use my papers. And I don't set out to say, oh, I'm going to do spiders or whatever today. I just use the papers that I fancy. And then I'll either choose a colour or a theme or both out of it. I mean, I could have went with the purples and the greens, but I've went with orange and green here. So I've got the green sign at the bottom, orange banners. I actually don't like that up there. And then, as you can see, there's spider webs there, and it's quite prominent on that paper. I think I might go for that. Now, as you can see, this doesn't stick out. You can't see anything on it. And I have white gel pens. Is this one of them? Oh. I took a load of my things inside. I don't know where my gel pen's gone. Hold on a wee minute.